Alright lads, so new point event just dropped recently a couple days ago, and it's finally time for us to talk about it. Kon's Guide to the Kenpachi. Personally, haven't read through the story itself just yet, but I do want to learn more about these captains. But today, we're going to be focusing on why you should farm this point event, and making sure you lads know the reason why you should get to 5 million points. Listen, I'm not recommending you lads farm it. I'm telling you, farm this point event. It shouldn't even be a question, right? If you are playing this game, even if you know someone that is casually playing this game that has intentions to maybe start starting in the future, now is the best time to start, mainly due to the fact that this point event at 5 million points does offer a special move source, more specifically for the technique attribute. So as you can see here, 5 million points, very easily done. I of course have 4 bonus characters. I have been farming this event quite a bit. As you saw earlier, I had 58 million points. But even as someone that is new to the game, that has limited time, even with 0 bonus characters, you have 2 weeks to farm this. And in 2 days time, we are going to get the second half of the event, where they do drop around 20% more points. This is a very easy event. Point events are very easily done. You do not even have to like properly play it. You can auto it, you can casually do it in your own time, and you can easily get 5 million points. You have a lot of soul tickets to get from many parts of the game, and the point event itself does give soul tickets back. So honestly, everyone playing this game should be getting to 5 million points. If not, you're missing out on a very, very rare item, the technique special move source. So you might be wondering, what even is a special move source? Well, essentially, it levels up the special move of any character by 1. So it's a free duplicate character for any technique character in the game. And if you can't see the value in that, you got to realize it's kind of crazy. This can potentially save you thousands of orbs, even money. Because there's going to be a time where you have a technique character that you really, really like. You maybe get a bunch of dupes to them, and you need one more dupe to get that character max transcended, right? And instead of spending money or extra orbs on that banner, you can stop, use that source, and it saves you a lot of resources. It's a very rare item. For the most part, we only get one every 3 or so months. Last year, it was one every 6 months. This year, it's looking better. It does appear that we're going to get one every 3 months. And our next special move source, I believe, should be a speed one, and we should be getting it for the 7th anniversary, July 23rd. But overall, just make sure you lads are playing this point event to get 5 million points, in case you aren't already aware of it. Because, some people don't read the news, and some people might have not been aware this point event does contain a special move source. Now, for me, I'm currently chilling at 58 million points. These are my current bonus characters. The great thing about this Enderman banner is that it does feature 5 of them. So if you are a new account and you have a bunch of orbs to farm, you can easily get 4 bonus characters like I did myself. And that's how we're taking full opportunity of this point event to farm it. As you can see, we have 58 million points. So let's quickly do a quick demonstration run. Again, keep in mind, this is my old account. This is my new account that is like 15 days old. So I barely have any accessories, and that's why I'm farming it. I've made multiple videos in the past talking about why you should be farming point events. In my real guide even, the best thing to do for a new account is to try and get as much bonus characters as possible, and then go all in on a point event, like we are doing right now. If I go all in on this point event, it means I don't have to farm as much in the future, and it means I can have potential more bonus characters in the future, since farming this point event, going to 58 million points, my goal right now is to get 500 million. You're going to get a bunch of accessory tickets and summon tickets to get future bonus characters, Chrono Quest characters, 6th anniversary Eisen even if you're lucky enough, and also a bunch of accessories to work on. And since the Bro Quest did come out 2 weeks ago, I have a bunch of Hogakyus, a bunch of Hogaku Wills, I have a bunch of reroll brushes. So my account in 2 weeks time is going to see a massive increase. It's going to look like a 1-year account for the most part, with the amount of farming that we're doing, because we're playing it smart. We're spending orbs on the point event, I'm farming the point event, I farmed the Bro Quest beforehand, and we made sure to get 4 bonus characters. Additionally, even though again this is a free-to-play account, we have gone ahead and bought the Cons Bonanza Pass to get 60 soul tickets. But most importantly, when you have the Cons Bonanza Pass and you do 5 times runs, you do gain extra rewards for doing the 5 times run. So for 5 times soul tickets, we're getting 6 times rewards. And that does go a long way, especially if you are someone that's farming it. Definitely recommend most people buy it if you are farming this game quite a bit. Because as you can see here, we would have gotten like 50,000 points, but instead we got 70,000 points, right? It's a massive difference. That extra run does come in clutch, especially when you are doing hundreds and thousands of runs, right? I got 58 million points right now. If I didn't have that pass, I might have had like 15 million points. And do keep in mind, we do have the second half of the event coming out on the 5th, so less than 40 hours. The second half will drop, where you can acquire more points per soul ticket. Right now, again, it's dropping around 11k, 12k points per run. I believe in this one, it's going to drop like 15k, like a 20% increase for the most part. So as you saw we had like 70,000 points with the 6 times sold tickets. I believe we're going to reach like around 90-ish K on the second half of the event. So this 58 mil is definitely going to shoot up to hopefully around 500 mil by the time this tournament does end in 12 days time. Again, I'm going past 5 million points to farm a bunch of Brave Stuff tickets and exchange tickets, but for you, maybe that's someone that's casual that isn't going to do that, just make sure you get 5 million points to get that special move source. Now, with that said, who exactly should you use that special move source on? If we have a look at our items, as you can go scroll in here, special move source, right? Very, very rare item. Again, once every 3 months. Would love to see us get one every month. That's how they should do it, but unfortunately they don't. Now, who should use the special move source on? Now, if you see my past videos where we talk about who you should be using on, I'm going to repeat myself again, but it's very important because not everyone's going to watch that old video, right? I recommend saving this special move source. Do not use it on a character until you can guarantee that that special move source will get the character 5 out of 5, max special level. Now, the reason why I say that is because that extra dupe doesn't matter that much, in my opinion, until you can get the final dupe, right? So let's say this Reti, for example. Me giving this character a special move source gets in a 3 out of 5. She is one of the better characters to use on, by the way, since she is the best limited technique character in the game. One of, if not the best technique character in the game. Again, debatable between her or Up and Ichigo. She is probably one of the better characters to use the source on. But me getting that third slot, which would go to attack or stamina, isn't really going to change the way I play with this character. You could make an argument that the focus slot does increase your DPS quite a bit, because it does. I'm not going to disagree with that, but you know, it's not that big of a deal. You know, the extra focus isn't going to drastically impact the character's gameplay, but what does drastically impact the gameplay is a character going from 4 out of 5 to 5 out of 5, because when you do get a character max special level, you do unlock that 6 slot where you can then get an additional 500 SP, 1000 focus, 1000 stamina, 500 attack, etc. So I do believe the smartest thing to do is to save that special move source until you have a character that you really want to use it on 4 out of 5, and that final dupe, that special move source that you have, will give you that final dupe, and that can save you potential thousands of orbs or even money going back into a banner. For example, on my main account, if you saw my summons, I do have Aaroniero 3 out of 5. I do have a rainbow source. Instead of going for those last 2 dupes, which would cost me thousands of orbs potentially, right? I'm going to go for 1 dupe and then use a rainbow special move source on that Aaroniero instead of going for that final dupe, because it's going to cost you a lot of money or orbs depending on how your luck goes. Now again, even though I recommend saving it for you know, the final dupe to get your character 5 out of 5, you might be wondering who should you still use it on. You know, maybe you have multiple characters 4 out of 5. Again, the best way to use your source is to use whenever you want to. Even though I'm recommending you lads to save it till you have a character 4 out of 5, that's how I'm using it on my main and my side account right now. At the end of the day, it's your game. Play the game how you want to play it, right? If you want to get focus slot on if you're an Uryu fan, or if you're a Shinji fan, let's say Shinji for example, and you want to get that focus slot because you love using this character and that focus slot will make you do more DPS and you're going to have more fun time playing him, then go for it. You know, by all means, go for it. But I'm only advising, lads, to save your special move source so you can get a character 5 out of 5. And preferably, you might want to use it on a limited character since they are more rare. Even Kuryoshiki, for example, might be someone you want to use it on. I know I gave him SP, by the way. I will be changing that. Kuryoshiki, getting that extra second slot would give him extra focus. That will mean he performs better in Brave battles. But it's really not big of a deal. I'm going to save my special move source until I can get a character 5 out of 5. Because it's going to impact the character more than maybe getting an extra bit of focus, attack, or defense. But with that said, lads, that was the video for today. Just making sure you lads are aware that the special move source is available to be getting, so make sure you go ahead and get it. Later today we will have a showcase on Aaroniero, so make sure you are subscribed for that. And in the comments below, let me know who you are planning to use that special move source on, or if you've already used it, let me know who you used it on. For me, again, I'm just going to save it until I get a future character 4 out of 5 that's worth the special move source. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time. Peace.